Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day and welcome to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I want to talk about Wizard101 and its recycled content. Now, this video is primarily for constructive criticism, of course, and I don't want people to think, Liam's just complaining to complain again because that's never really the case. But without further ado, let's get into things right away here. So the main thing that inspired me to make this video is going to be the Liches and Legends Gauntlet. Now, I do think the content in this gauntlet is actually pretty good. Like, I actually found myself enjoying it and like wanting to go back and replay it. I hardly read dialogue like ever, by the way, but it's still like fun to go all the different routes and such and get the different outcomes. I really love that. I'm a big nerd for that kind of stuff in games. I would go as far to say that Liches and Legends was at least like innovative for Wizard 101, which is a cool thing. However, the beef with this gauntlet and this update, you probably guessed it, is going to have to be the rewards, the drops, and the incentives. I swear, KI can just not get this right. I don't know why they just cannot get it right. I believe this is the third year straight. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the third year straight we've gotten the exact same gear template from the same spring update, and it's absolutely insane. I'm telling you this because like it really pisses me off, It's like I want to replay this gauntlet and I thoroughly enjoy this gauntlet a lot, but I just don't have a reason to do it, and it's kind of very similar to PvP in a way, where it's like, I don't mind PvP, but if I'm not really playing for anything, what's the point in doing it? So, for example, here, the robes and the amulets are the two best pieces of gear, as they were the year before and the year before that, right? But you already have these pieces of gear from last year. And the only difference, y'all, is the fact that the item cards are different, right? But this is not going to cost you, like a win or a loss, and there's zero stat upgrades. It's literally just copy and pasted. Now, in some cases, yes, it might be nice to have an extra, trap or an extra brace, depending on the school and whether or not you can run those pieces of gear, of course. It's not enough of an incentive to get you farming consistently. And on top of that as well, you have to do this 25 times to even craft the piece of gear that you want. I don't want to speak for Valerie here on my channel because she has her own channel, obviously, but both of us like really liked the content of this gauntlet, but like there's just no shot in hell you're gonna catch us doing this 25 times to get like not even an upgrade. It's not worth the time, it's not worth the investment, and it's certainly not fun. As in, the grind is not fun, the actual content is fine. As a kid, I probably might have enjoyed doing this, actually had fun doing it pretty consistently, but like now as like an adult, it's like I really need a reason to come back to that if the devs want me to keep doing it 25 times. And I feel like I've been saying this for years now. I mean, I might just be absolutely insane, y'all, but I've said this for years, whether it's PvP or PvE now. Wiz needs to do a better job with incentives in their game, right? Because you have these loyal players who want to, buy crowns, buy membership, play the game, right? Grind the game. But they're not doing a very good job at capitalizing on that. Speaking for myself, I'm not paying membership until they actually decide to update the game, and I'm not going to be streaming PvP until they actually decide to update the game because I'm sick and tired of the same meta for over 365 days. I'm tired of it. Update the game, make it happen. I don't know any other game on the market that makes you pay a monthly subscription for zero updates. I don't know, like, I just don't get it at all. Makes no sense. Anyways, back on topic here. Let's talk about something else aside from Liches and Legends, right? We could talk about something like Lemuria, right? People really didn't like Lemuria because, oh, well, we've seen all these assets before in previous worlds. Now, I actually am of the opinion that Lemuria wasn't bad. You know, yeah, it was a little annoying. They might have reused assets, but at the same time, I didn't mind it because, I got a little bit of nostalgia from that. I was like, oh, I've seen that pillar before or something, and I'm questing through a new area. Like, I didn't mind it. I personally liked Lemuria. Now, I know that might be a hot take in the community. I know I've said, like, I don't like, or sorry, I do not mind Aztec and Chrysalis. Obviously, I hate the length, but I'm talking about, like, the quality of the worlds and, like, the music and how it looks. It's all very nice. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, there are some cases where they can reuse things and it's not bad. I feel like my beef with this and lies when it feels like they're just copy and pasting and putting out updates just to say they could put out updates. Like, I'm sorry, but to me, like an update or like a big milestone update is an update that affects like all parts of the game, and it's not a nothing burger. It's also not copy and pasted for like the second or third year straight. I don't know if what I said is like a crazy hot take or Liam, you hate hey I whatever yada yada, but I feel like that's just like what an update should be. Already this year, I remember I think it was like January they had a KI live or something, and I think like Falmea or something. Never interacted with her by the way, but I'm just saying it was really funny. She was like, "Oh my god, check out this new update we put out," and like everyone's just looking around, like, "Where? What do you mean update? There's no update. What do you? Why are you even marketing this? It's like not an update, bro." I don't really know. It's just funny to me and all, especially when you have to pay monthly for it. But anyways, yeah. Um, Point is, with this video, I do think they can do a little bit better with recycling their content and all. Everybody does it, right? It's not a bad thing if they do it properly. I just feel like right now Wiz, um, I don't want to say most of the time, but a lot of the time they just it feels lazy, like as the consumer, it just feels lazy, sometimes uninspired. And I'm sorry, Maya, if you're watching this video, probably not, but whenever that happened earlier this year, like that just makes me laugh every time I think about it. I'm sorry. But what do you guys think in the comments below? Do you guys think that the updates are too fast, too slow? I'll tell you right now, they are way too goddamn slow. And if you think otherwise, you're wrong. Anyways, yeah, what do you guys think about recycled content in Liz? Do you think they're doing it right? Do you think they're doing it wrong? I'm all ears down there in the comments, of course. And I hope to see you guys on the next video again. I'm not going to be streaming Wiz PvP until they actually want to update the game or paying for anything in Wiz because, what's the point? They don't care, so why should I care, right? So I'm just, I'm sorry for the lack of streaming, but it's just like, there's really no PvE content for me to do, and they don't update PvP. I'm sick of it, so like, well, I'm just gonna stream the game and be miserable. I don't think anybody wants that. But I'll try to get some more videos out for y'all as like compensation, I suppose. Anyways, I'm yapping. I need a coffee. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.